that's following us.
Right.
Their job literally is to mark when one of us is born, where we born at, what time we was born, was our parents, where was they born, and then they mapping the stars to know which one of us is ranked. They know who he is.
Yeah.
When they
'Cause I
get
was
everything back, they just gonna call everybody back to where they belong
okay.
to receive their shit. They gonna be invited to their tribal family reunion.
Yeah, cause I'm actually born April 11th, so I'm the Aries.
Mm-hmm.
And even speaking on that, I actually went to go see some seers out there when I was out there. Um, there was like in a little compound, and and they was talking, but I had somebody I was with that could actually translate because he still spoke English, but he knew the language. And basically, he was telling me that I had to do a certain situation as far as ritual wise, so I could get my blessing. But he was saying that I was sent to do something to help uh the people over here because I guess I'm supposed to be like somebody of stature or something, but it was just like a brief type of explanation because I had to.
Yeah, it was vague because you had to figure out what go in the middle.
Right.
You got to color the picture in. They give you the outline, and you got to fill in the blanks.
Right.
Right. So, what you was doing is going through initiations. When they tell you to do a ritual, you got energy centers in the body. The relative that sent you to them
Hmm.
sent you with energy, and when they give you the ritual, it unlocks the energy. Because the energy move according to certain energy dynamics,
Right.
right? So the sound waves move one way, and the light waves move another way. But then you have what's called emotive waves, which is derived from the advent of intention, right? So it's like a grid that the elders know how to access. You might have been 5 lifetimes ago, a priest in South America might have put the energy signature there. So you come back 5 lifetimes later, you end up over in Kenya. He recognized the energy signature and give you the ritual to unlock what was put in you 5 lifetimes ago to allow you to awaken at this time. That's
Mm.
how it works.
Yeah.
It's
So
like passing the baton. And that's why they say certain people got certain keys. The keys is the secret to unlock certain energy signatures in the family line. When you hear me talking about Big Mama
yeah.
and you hear me talking about the family, because that's us. We know who we're talking to, and we know who's talking to us
Right.
when they start talking about the family and Big Mama,
Right.
right? And ain't nobody taking my sibling shit because my mama said so.
Yep.
I'm mama's boy. They already know in our culture what all of that means subconsciously. So when I talk it out loud, they know that I know who the fuck they is. They're my people. And that's why I say his sheep will recognize his voice. Because I'm going to talk to the soul of the person. I'm not going to talk to the people.
Right.
So then you tell the truth, it resonates at the level of the soul. Because the truth that's rooted in love vibrate on the frequency that's synonymous with the souls of righteousness. That's how we access one another through what's called a mystical communication, according to Buju Banton,
Mm.
Hills and Valleys, right? So Garvey said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy. None of that can stop the time, right? Because the manifestation delay gives us an opportunity to develop a plan to counteract anything they're trying to do before it can manifest. That's in the plane of thought, where the masterminds play the game. So then we come out in the public domain and start spitting master lingo, and the people know that motherfucker knows something right there. Let me go see what the fuck he know. He not trying to butter that shit up for nobody, just telling it like it is, and he right with the receipts and shit. This nigga got to be one of us.
Yeah.
Because they say if you can have, if you want to keep something from a nigga, put it in the book. So he ain't no nigga because that nigga read a lot of books, right?
Yep.
So if he ain't no nigga, who the fuck is he? He kind of red, kind of ruddy, like the Mississippi clay dirt. He got to be from over here. That
Facts.
got to be one of Big Mama boys. Because that motherfucker ain't gonna leave no stone unturned till the people understand that the imposters on the land have been exposed for the frauds they are and served with the eviction as soon as we become aware that we the tribes that they trying to take the shit from, and we ain't come on no goddamn slave ship, and we didn't come in no motherfucking fezzes. We organic to the land. We came up wearing motherfucking moccasins and goddamn feathers.
Facts.
Right? So when our people hear that, they know that shit just sound right. Why? Because you live lifetimes that way.
Mm.
Start telling the people the culture. Remember when Big Mama used to have a fried chicken on the countertop with the motherfucking cornbread squares in the bowl next to it for the
Mm-hmm.
visitors to come, and she was always cooking all day long? We ain't never even realized it at the time. We was too busy living it, but when you call it back from the distant memories, it begin to make the people say, hold up, I don't care what them niggas say. This nigga telling us who we is.
Right.
He know us on the level that can't nobody else talk to us on. We need to go find out what this nigga talking about. I might not understand it,
Right.
but we need to find out what this nigga talking about. My uncle a little smarter than me. Let me run it past him. My grandma, she the elder in the family. Let me go run it past her.
Yep.
If they get the same frequency of emotions that I get, this nigga got to be on to something.
Yeah.
If you know the souls of your people, you can tell. Even the ones that look like us, them motherfuckers ain't us.
Right.
And I got the same amount of sympathy for them that they have for my people.
Yep.
I got less. I got negative sympathy. Zero give a fuck. My give a fuck meters don't have no juice when them motherfuckers is on the motherfucking chopping block. None. Right? The shit they got our people doing to each other. Yeah, man, if I was you, I wouldn't let that nigga talk to me. I'd be like, you ought to blow that nigga brains out. What happened to man? Go scrap it out with him.
Right.
This nigga wants you to blow his brains out, man. And then when the shit go down, he ain't nowhere to be found. And you locked up.
Yep.
Like
Shit,
you don't know who they are.
that's a big problem right here now in Philly. Like we almost if I ain't mistaken, we probably number one murder capital now over Chicago.
And that's because some nigga putting another nigga up to kill another nigga.
Yeah.
See, they ain't allowed to kill us, but they can make us kill us. That's the trick. That's how they get away with it. They not allowed to outright kill us, so they make us kill us. You think that white cop shot that black guy? You mean that mulatto shot that Negro?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You got to see the game that they playing is right in our face. But because the way they was playing the game, they always kept us blind because they look like us, but the motherfuckers ain't us.
Yeah.
And
Man.
it's not personal. And I don't got no animosity, but I ain't got no motherfucking reverence either. I'm telling you, if them motherfuckers was running down the street, gasoline draws on fire, nigga, I wouldn't even acknowledge that shit. Keep running, nigga. Many of my brothers is you tarred and feathered because you knew they was about to dig in your motherfucking ass when they came to a point of self-realization. Strange motherfucking fruit,
Thanks.
you know? So when I talk to lingo, it's to talk to the souls of the people that went through the trauma. Fuck that trauma. Get that shit back to their ass. Tell them to go. Band together. Right makes motherfucking might. If you stand in the position of right, just tell the goddamn truth. And
Thanks.
don't take no for a motherfucking answer when you're trying to get it out. That's it. Each one teach one. We all gonna reach some.
That's all we can do. That's all I've been trying to do. Plant the seed. And who gonna gravitate to it? Gonna gravitate. If you got a question, I'm gonna do my best to answer it. If I ain't got the answer, I can, the resources that I got it from, I can, push you to that and let you do your own research because you can't make nobody think how you think. You can only just, like I said, plant the seed and give them that driving force to open their mind and not be stagnant and their own complacent. Um, but I did have another question. As far as the dreams, I know you were speaking on dreams. I know my dreams they be very vivid. Like I was talking to somebody the other day. I had a dream that the waters were sweeping over the whole nation. It was probably I want to say a couple days ago maybe. And just like it was like I was above it, and I think I was like looking down at the world. There was just like a big tidal wave just sweeping over all the different nations of the world.
Okay, so in the dream, water means spirit.
Mm,
When you awake, water is a relay for messages to be enhanced from spirit, right?
right.
So here's a little bit of water bending magic for you. You got a question. You don't want to ask nobody, but you want the truth.
Mm,
Being aware of the fact that you're not allowed to lie to yourself, it goes against galactic principles of self awareness. If you lie to yourself and think you're deceiving yourself, that's the highest form of self deception,
mm,
right? And you're not allowed to deceive yourself because you know the dirt you did when you did the dirt, or you know the good you did when you did the good. You don't have to keep a recording record. Do what come natural to you, and you're gonna do what's right if you got right in your heart, right?
right.
So when we started damn, I think I sidetracked. I had a brain fart. Yeah, but when we link together, we form a better focus, right? When you see water in a dream, it's the symbol for spirit. When you see the water sweeping over the earth, it's the new spirit. It's the return of Oshun using the symbolic language of the Voodoo, right? It's the great Holy Spirit return if you're talking from a Christian view,
Mm,
right? The Christ consciousness if you're talking Christian metaphysics, right? If you're talking ancient Kemetic, it's the primordial noon manifests as the netter, the seven earth spirits, right? And so when you see it in a dream, it means that the spirit is the change of the energy. A spiritual energy significance is a deluge. It's a new spiritual awareness level. It's the great flood, the deluge. Caught now you floating in the primordial liquid, caught up in the rapture. But it's a love frequency that got you suspended in eternal bliss.
mm.
And then you reestablish heaven on earth because everything that everybody touched begins to turn to gold once again. And we can start healing the earth. And that's why we got call the Oshun energies back. And it start with Haiti as the epicenter.
And it's funny. I've been to Haiti probably when I was like I want to say like 11, 12,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like it was crazy because it was like they was all coming up to me. You know how to they be trying to sell the souvenirs and everything, and I never understood like this is a beautiful island, but everybody seemed like they poor. But I didn't, back then I was young, so I didn't know no better. Until I got older, I'm like, is they the fucked us over? With the Clinton administration. Then we going back and then we talking about the whole conjure and everything. So now everything just start to make sense.
Yeah, because
Looking back,
once you point certain stuff out, the people start to remember shit
yeah,
that connects to what you said, something their grandmama said, something their great auntie said, something their great uncle said, something the old lady down the street said. All that shit start connecting dots, and they be sitting there like, oh hell yeah, right? When we don't have it figured out, we try to ignore the problem until we figure it out.
That,
If we see that the problem has a viable solution, that's when we start to focus in on solving it. Most of us are not the ones required to initiate the resolution to a problem. That's why they ignore it. They turn the other way. They don't want to see it because that part is above their pay grade.
mm,
You got another group of us job to come in and see everything that everybody else don't look at just by the way we wired, right? Which makes us ask a whole different set of questions that get a whole different set of answer that the traditionalist that's turning away from the information because the solution is not present,
mm,
right? Once they see that you come with the solution to the problem, now they're willing to address the problem because there's a solution now. Now they feel like it's more controllable and more within their power to do something about it. And that's what you call empowering others to do for themselves exactly what you do for yourself.
right.
If I break free, I want to break everybody fucking free.
That,
What's the fuck fun is it to be free by myself?
yeah, like I still live by. I was always taught treat others how you want to be treated. So I feel like what I feel is best for me, I'm gonna do what's best for you because I see you and me, or me and you, should I say? So I'm gonna try to always do best and not try to, like you said, be righteous and not try to get over on people, and just know that ain't nothing going good that's gonna come back on it, on that energy in it, So it's like it's just best to, like I said, live by that mantra. Treat others how you want to be treated, and that's just something I stand on. But
Yeah.
I just got two more. So what's your take on people that's born with holes in their ear? Or what's your understanding of it?
It's tied to a bloodline and it's tied to psychic abilities.
Okay, yeah, because I was actually born with one. That's why I was asking. And I was
Some of them just have a mole, and some of them have a hole right here.
yeah, I got
Some
to
of
see it, but
yep.
I was reading like a couple of Dr. Malachi York books, and he was speaking on people, with the holes in
Yeah.
their
Yes. Tribal. It's just identifying you to a specific bloodline, a
mm,
very old bloodline at that. Everybody don't got that.
yeah. I remember I was doing Lyft one time with this lady, and I was picking her up. We was having a good conversation. And you could tell she was a spiritual woman. She do holistic healing, raw vegan food and everything. She was like, "Oh yeah, you special. It's something about your energy." She's like, "You might have been born with a veil on over you when you was born." So I know she was like trying to, you know, just
Yeah,
because it was
normally it's a girl that's born with the veil. They're seers,
mm,
oracles, right? But they have to they have to train their talent, or it'll just fade to the level of an instinct,
mm,
an intuition, right? But if they train it, they can be highly psychic. They can train it to whatever psychic ability they have. If they start training and developing the psychic abilities through reading the oracles, they that's how they activate it and turn it on. That's why you have like the runes, tarot cards,
yeah,
she shells, the I Ching. Those are oracles. Oracles is designed, the crystal ball, the black mirror. They designed to open up your psychic talents. So it's like if you want to be a weightlifter, you got to lift weights for practice. Those are the tools. Those are the weights for your psychic training.
mm. Now, my last question was do you know any advice on how to help uh like somebody with like an alcohol addiction?
You need a real, genuine Babalawo, and I will be able to tell you what to ask you. But you got to find a legitimate medicine man.
Okay. I
You can
remember you.
find native medicine man, or you can find one of the old Puerto Rican or Hispanic medicine men that make the herbs for the natives.
Hmm.
Yeah, any one of them can oversee it. If you know a priest that do the peyote ceremonies, he can
Yeah.
oversee it. But for the alcohol addiction, it's a primarily the alcohol depletes the nutrition.
Right.
Start supplementing the nutrition, and then the alcohol will begin to make them nauseous. They won't be able to drink alcoholically.
Mm.
But you got to get the nutrition up enough to reject the alcohol.
Okay.
The low nutrition causes a condition called pica, which gives you intensifies the craving. It just so happened if alcohol is what you focus the craving's attention, that's what makes you alcoholic,
Hmm.
right? So you got to get the nutrition up. Then you got to flush the liver because the alcohol is causing the fatty liver at best.
Right.
It could get as bad as psoriasis. So they got to be drinking dandelion tea just to treat the liver, because when the liver starts to slow down and fail, they gonna tell them they got high blood pressure, put them on high blood pressure pills, and tell them not to drink, and they still gonna drink.
Right.
Right? That's not treating the problem. If you start cleaning the liver and supplementing with just the basic vitamin nutrition,
Hmm.
so you would use some of the superfoods. So you go to like the vitamin, not GNC, something like the vitamin shop,
Yeah.
and um th- ask them for the superfoods. These are the ones that's most densely packed with nutrition,
Okay.
right? And then you have them taking them several times a day just to get their nutrition to kill the craving for the alcohol,
Okay.
right? Because the more they drinking without proper nutrition, the more they increase the craving, and the only thing that's going to give them relief is the alcohol, because that's what's leaching the nutrients out of their system.
Gotcha. Yeah, 'cause I remember you had a lady on. She was in, I think, like Mexico. She had like a center in Mexico, if I'm mistaken. I don't remember her
It,
name.
it's been a lot of healers. You might be talking about Dr. Hulda Clark.
Yeah, I don't
She
remember. I
was
don't
a
remember her name.
microbiologist, um, curing. She was doing all of the shit Sadie was doing. Her go-to is black walnut for parasitic cleanse of the body.
Okay.
She always start all her patients with that.
All right. But yeah, but like I said, I definitely appreciate it as always. Always gonna be checking in, getting the updates. Um, and for everybody out there, even keep a outlook on this painting. I'm gonna actually drop a whole like kind of memorial documentary type of situation for the painting for Nipsey. So the whole situation will be called Victory Lap because that's what we on right now. We on this Victory Lap marathon to wrap all this up. So like you said, we could be partying, having Mardi Gras up and up, all up and down this bitch.
That's what happened when we crossed the finish line.
Yep. So
Victory celebration. It looked like Mardi Gras all across the land.
yeah, man. So just using my talents to try to help, spread the message too. So that's at this time, that's what it's all about. Just getting everybody all on the one accord.
Yeah. All right, God. It was good talking to you. I appreciate you stopping through.
I always talk
All
to you.
right. Much love to Philly.
Same back to you. This